Thursday in Hamilton. Welcome to Summerset Down the Lane. I'm thrilled to introduce co-host Nick Tansley.
Hi.
How are you?
It's lovely to be with you, Pinky, and it's great to be here for my very first Summerset village. I can't wait to meet all these great people.
Yep, we've got a great lineup, so let's get down the lane.
Okay.
The walking group got started by a few people saying we'd like to go for walks. A really great walk makes me feel energized and fitter. We had a meeting and we said we'll set up a walking group and just do it. And that's how we got started. Now we have some days 2, some days 20 people to go for a walk. Depends on other functions and weather. And we go every Tuesday morning at 9:30 and every Thursday morning at 9:30. And it doesn't matter if you're a slow walker, a medium walker or fast walker, they all can come along. We work out who will walk slowly and who will walk fast, who need extra help because they're visually impaired. And so we sort that out then and just start moving. I always like being active and being outside and doing things. And my favorite walk around here is the one where we have a lovely bush valley to go through, which is a fairly new walk. They opened it about the same time as the bridge. So that one is just great, and it starts just past the gate, 50 meters past the gate, and is wonderful. Once a month, on the first Thursday of the month, we have a special outing. If it really pours down, we have the option of going on the second one. Then we have pre-booked a van and cars if we need to, and we go to different places every month, like the Hamilton Gardens, the Hamilton Lake, walks along the river. We went to Cambridge, we've gone to other lakes in the area, places that are sort of 20, 30 minutes drive. And Margie takes us. If we're away longer, she comes with us. Other times she'll drop us off at the gardens, we walk along the gardens. Then afterwards, it's very important that we have a handy cafe so we can have morning tea or lunch. And then we ring Margie and she picks us up again. Because it's partly, the whole deal is partly exercise, but also socializing and spending time with people.
Well, I'm very excited to be talking to somebody who is a boat lover, just like me. It's Roy Woollerton, and he has built his very own large craft. What size boats did you start off with?
I started with a 25-foot one, or 7.5 metre, if you like.
That's quite big to start with when you haven't done boating before.
Well, it had ski boats and things. We built those as young kids and put an old car engine in and made a nuisance for ourselves up and down the river and so on.
So you'd always been into boating from early age?
Yeah, well, yes. Probably late teens and early 20s. And
You were delivering a boat back from the islands.
I took 2 trips up. A charter boat, we had to take it up at the beginning of the season, and we struck a cyclone one time too, which wasn't very nice.
And that didn't put you off?
No, I put that down to the offshore sailing is 95% boredom and 5% terror. I took that as the terror part.
And when did you first decide you were going to build something as big as the boat you ended up building?
At the yacht club, we used to get designers, and Ron Given was one, and I was quite impressed with the designs he was showing us, and gave a talk about his theories on catamarans as opposed to monohulls. And so that's when I got the idea of doing that.
And what was it that made you want to build a boat over buying a boat to sail in?
I don't know. I built boats before, and I thought I could do one. This was a bit bigger than I'd anticipated. I asked the designer for 35 feet, and he said, well, okay, then I can do that. But I said, I might like to take it offshore. He said, no. He said, I wouldn't be happy unless it was 40 feet. And so I said, okay, let's have what do you got in 40 feet? When I set up the frames and everything, I'd agreed to do it. I found I couldn't get it under about 47, 48, depending on how I took the stern and the bow. And he said, I forgot to tell you. I said, I was playing around with the run after the water, and it was easier to add 2 feet to it. But it was more than 2 feet. And I said, how much is it going to cost extra? And he said, you look like the extra length when you get in those big seas. And that's a typical designer's answer for that. And I finally did it anyway, and I'm not sorry. It's a lovely boat to sail, and once I'm out of the marina, with handling ropes and things, I can do it all on my own.
So you decided it was going to take you how many years to build this boat when you first decided to do this?
Oh, I thought it'd be 5, maybe.
5 years?
A bit more than 5 years perhaps.
And how long did it actually take you?
About 15.
And after 15 years of building this and then seeing it go in the water for the first time, what did you feel?
Well, big sense of achievement, really. All the family were there and cheering me on, and which I thought was great.
Do you remember how you felt on that first sail to the long distance sail out at sea?
I think I was floating about that far off the ground. Yeah.
What an achievement. What an amazing achievement.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd live long enough to see it, actually. But
Is that right?
Well, yeah, I think it was, I turned 80 before I was in the water, so...
That's fantastic.
So I've lived longer than I should have done anyway.
And I take it that you're still using it regularly.
Oh, yeah.
So how many times a month, for instance, will you be out in that boat?
3 or 4 times.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's more than most people who have boats.
Well, I know that. You can see them in the marina there.
They just sit there.
I've never seen them out, some of them.
And what's your boat, how come it's known as, is it called the clubhouse or something?
The floating clubhouse, yes.
Yes, how come?
Well, I think on a wet day when they don't have a barbecue, they found that they could get all the whole yacht club members on board. I've had over 30 people on it having a happy hour.
So it's the floating clubhouse. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like there's no regrets of putting all that time and effort.
No. It took longer than I wanted, I'd expected, but the whole process was interesting because I'd never done that sort of thing before.
Oh, look, it's been a real pleasure to be able to talk to you about what is 15 years of your life creating something so magnificent, and many more boating years left for you.
Well, if the good Lord lets me, yeah. So I'm still capable of taking it out, and my family have said don't go out without somebody else, and well, I don't do anything because it'd be boring anyway, so I would like to have somebody.
And can I just ask you finally, what would you say to anybody else that wants to tackle building a boat from scratch?
Think carefully, and you've got to be prepared to spend a lot of time on it. What I've said, this one took 3 times as long to build and 3 times as much to cost to build it. It still came out under what I'd have to pay, but I called myself a peasant because I had to build it myself.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, that was quite a workout, and I have to say it lived up to its title, which was a glow exercise class, and led by none other than village manager Emery Vincent. Emery.
Wasn't it fun?
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
It really was.
And you will have noticed there were several levels. So there is seated and standing. So all of our exercise on our weekly calendar caters to many different levels. So there is something for everybody here. And the main thing is to get in and get involved and reap the benefits.
Yeah, gosh. Well, I'm certainly reaping the benefits.
I am passionate about our community staying active for as long as they can in whatever capacity that they can manage.
What are the benefits of that for people?
Well, you can feel the energy, right? So it increases your energy, it does produce a glow, and it helps to keep you stronger for longer. So you're able to remain independent for longer in your own home, which is a number one goal for the people in our community.
Wow, that's fantastic. And it's also part of a bigger picture here at Down the Lane. You also have other exercise groups?
Yes. So like I say, many other groups. There's fully seated classes. There's our line dancing, which I think you may have seen. We have other classes with instructors coming in from outside of the village. So there's weights involved as well. It really is about the holistic well-being of everyone.
And how fortunate that you, as village manager, happen to also have that exercise, should I say, skill in your cap.
Well, I think it's just really important for everybody, no matter what stage of life they're at. And I personally go to the gym outside of work, and I do think it helps me to maintain my resilience.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm really glad. And I think they're lucky to have you. I really do.
Thank you.
It's an excellent place.
Beautiful village.
Yeah, it really is. And I think what you bring to it is special.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Anne-Marie.
It's a beautiful day here in Hamilton. Summerset down the lane, their own petanque court, and I'm here with Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl.
Hello.
It's lovely to be talking to you today.
Lovely to meet you.
And your team of wonderful professional petanque players. What's the name of your group?
Summerset Down the Lane Petanque Team.
That's very easy, absolutely easy. I don't know anything about this game, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to take me through it. Firstly, what's this made of? How does the court get made?
Sand on top, so that it's easy to rake when you finish your game, or each section of the game. We can rake it and have it pretty smooth again to start again.
Lovely, lovely. And how many players? How many players do we need?
You can have up to 5 or 6 players in each team.
Oh, that's good.
And we have different colours for each team. Each week you take a number out of a draw, and that's who's in your team.
Explain the numbers. Yeah, explain the numbers thing. So it's like a bag of numbers to start with.
Yeah. So like today there's 8 of us.
Yep.
So we've got 2 teams of 4. So we have 4 pink numbers and 4 green, and you pick a number, and that's the team and the number you're in.
Oh, so the teams always change. So you're not just sticking with the same team all
That's
the time.
right.
So and you're really a real professional petanque team, aren't you?
Oh no, we're quite amateur and we're a fun team.
Is that the key to the game?
We come along and we love it, and we just have lots of fun.
Great. So let's sort of go through what we're going to be using. First of all, are these the petanque balls? These tiny little ones?
This is a kitty.
Oh, I see. This is the kitty. And what's a petanque ball look like?
And these are the petanque balls.
Oh, I've seen them, and they're quite heavy, aren't they?
They are quite heavy.
And they've got these lines all over them.
Well,
what
that's
does
for the
that mean?
colour, because the pink team use the pink ones. We actually paint them with nail polish.
That's great.
And the green team have the green ones.
Oh, that's clever.
So we know whose balls are which.
From a distance.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. Who's very clever at putting nail polish into those small grooves?
One of our team members who is not well at the moment, Dolores, she painted them all for us.
Oh, thank you, Dolores. A lot of work in those, actually. How does the game work? For those who have never played petanque before, what are we trying to achieve?
Okay, so this morning I'll throw the kitty up, and where it lands is where we try and get our balls the closest to it.
Can I just get you to do that? And what are you trying to do? Get it way down the end as far as you can?
Well,
or?
for some of us we do, and some of us like it just here.
Oh, I see.
So we'll just see where it lands
Oh,
today.
lovely. That's very exciting. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, so that's actually halfway down and just slightly to the right. So
Yes.
that's a good place?
It's a good place.
Great. So now we're going to basically kick off the game, aren't we?
That's right.
Now, so can you show me the grip? Is it sort of like a cricket grip? And you throw it over like this, or you 10-pin bowl it?
You've got a underarm.
Oh, it's underarm.
Yes.
Underarm.
So I need a green one because
Yes.
I'm in the green team.
Oh, yes, you've got a pink, which is wrong, isn't it? Yes, so
That's
you're
right.
green. So
So
show me the technique. Before we
I
throw
will-
it, give me a couple examples of what style we're looking at.
So just have the and throw like that.
It's quite it's quite smooth, isn't it?
It
And
is.
you do anything with your knees at the same time, or not really? You don't have to.
Yeah, just bend them a little bit.
Bend them a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, great! It's quite low. It doesn't hurt your back very much, does it?
No.
Because you're sort of just dropping
right.
a ball out there.
That's right.
All right.
So-
Shall I just move slightly to one side and you can show me the very first
Okay, I will do
petanque
that.
movement? Good.
See, that's not very far up, but
Oh, it looks pretty good to me. And so, what would you have hoped for? You would have hoped to be almost
I
on top
almost on top of it. So now, number one of the pink team will have throw one up.
of it. Who wins? Do you just do
The closest to the kitty wins.
and just one of them? Not like in bowls where you get lot around.
No, you can not just one. The most you can get to the kitty. So if there were 3 pink around the kitty
Yes.
closest, they'd be 3.
Ah, they get 3
They get
points.
3. Yes.
Oh, this is actually really good. It's not as complicated as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, that's good.
Can I just get you, so I know this, you wouldn't normally do this, can I get you to throw another ball? Because I'd like to imagine that you're now going to get that as close as you can.
And you want me to throw another
yes.
one?
Yeah, just another one of your green ones. I'm just making the rules up
I'll
as I
just-
go along almost. Oh,
That's a bit closer.
that is much closer. And I suppose, could I just before we play the game, could I just have a go?
Yes, certainly.
All right,
So,
so-
you take a pink one.
I'll take a pink one.
Yes.
All right. And the idea
And
is...
you've got to be in that circle.
Oh, thank you very much. That gives me a bit of extra help into the front. And then really, I've been watching you.
Yeah.
I'll do my best and try and get it right near it.
Oh, wow.
Well, thanks everybody. Well, I've mastered that game. I'll see you again some other time.
He's been practicing all night. He didn't tell us that.
This is the best game I've ever done. That's fantastic. Oh, that's well. I can't wait to meet the rest of the players and see how one of these games really go. This is great. So you're going to the cafe now and we can sit down and we can talk about the game. So I can come with you now?
Not quite.
No?
Because you're the newie,
Yeah?
we're going to get you to rake the petanque.
The whole court?
Yes.
All right. Well, why don't you go off and have a lovely time coffee, drinking and chatting, and I'll just find the rake.
That's wonderful.
Thank you very much. We'll see you in there soon.
Thank you.
It's going to take a very, very long time.
What a great way to spend a morning here at Summerset down the lane. Busy needles are clacking in every corner. And I'm delighted to be here with you, Kath, and with you, Anne. And we're going to be talking to some of the others as well later. But all I can hear is the gentle sound of not just knitting needles, but we've got other kinds of busy needles too. What have we got?
We've got women doing crocheting and quilting and embroidery. So anything to do with the needle,
Yep.
more than welcome.
Yeah, isn't that great? That's wonderful. And look at all this work you've got spread out here, and I'm particularly taken by this beautiful wreath in the making. So how tell me about this, and how did you get started with it?
Margie, our lovely activities lady, wanted to have a wreath for Anzac Day. So she came to Busy Needles and asked if we would do poppies. So we said, yep, not a problem, we can do that. And this is the rewards of our hard work. We're just now gluing them onto the wreath to get them ready.
So everyone here has been knitting poppies.
Or crocheting.
Yeah, or some of them are crocheted as well.
That's it.
And gorgeous. This one's sort of padded, and some of them are 3D. So once they're all attached to the wreath, so this is your job attaching them, is it?
We're all going to have a turn, solely mine.
You're not going to be the only one with burnt fingers.
No, that's it.
Yeah. So this beautiful Anzac wreath is going to be on display?
It will be. Yeah, we understand it's going to be on an easel, and my thought is it'll be at the front entrance.
I think where it deserves to be. It's absolutely wonderful. And of course sustainable.
Yeah, it is. We can use it time and time again.
Yeah. Like those gorgeous Christmas trees
Yes.
behind us. They
That
are
we all
beautiful.
partook in making those. Yeah.
So those are basically peggy squares, are they, on the Christmas trees?
They are.
Absolutely stunning. They're really beautiful work. So you yourself, so you're a knitter?
I'm a knitter. I am.
When did you start knitting?
I would have been about 8 when I started knitting. Yeah, and I've been knitting ever since.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
We get together every Saturday, 1:30 to 3:30, and we knit and we chat and we have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and some cookies or baked.
Yeah. And I would imagine also a bit of sharing of materials and skills and ideas.
And learning, talking to people. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a good environment, lots of laughs. Yeah.
I'll bet. Well, they're absolutely gorgeous, and thank you so much for showing me this wreath. It's
You're
beautiful.
welcome. Yeah.
So you're carrying on with your gluing, with your hot gluing, loading up your gun there. And good morning.
Morning.
Oh, I'm just so taken by your work, by your teddy bears. They're absolutely beautiful. Each one is different,
Yep.
full of personality. They're absolutely gorgeous. How much fun do you have making those?
A lot, but the end of the fun is when they go up to the hospital, to the children's ward, or in the ambulances. And I have heard they even go to the courthouse, because children are there with parents under stress, and they're given a teddy, and it helps.
Well, even just squeezing this little fellow, I know that if I was in a nervous situation and I had this little comfort bear, I know that would make me feel a lot better. And I understand you made something very special that your husband treasures.
Oh yes, that's Wurzel Gummidge, the scarecrow. I made that in '89. So he's that old.
Yeah.
And he was the first one I made, but I think I made probably about a dozen of Wurzel Gummidge.
Yeah, and given them away, or?
Yeah, no, to the grandkids.
Yes, yeah.
Mainly.
So that they leave your husband's one alone, I guess.
Oh yes, he won't part with it.
Oh, and here's Wurzel. Thank you. It's lovely. Here's Wurzel. Yeah, Wurzel's looking pretty good for his age.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Really is, yeah. And his little mouse on his hat there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous, and they give so much pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like being busy. Keeps me out of trouble.
Does it really, Anne?
It does look, they see the ladies, they know me so well.
We've told them they're not allowed to make a noise, but they're all giggling. Well, thank you for sharing your work with me. It's absolutely beautiful.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning.
I've been enjoying the work. So you're doing some crochet here?
Yes. I'm just starting the base of the owl.
Ah, this is a little owl.
Yes.
And so this is all crocheted?
Yes, I've only got to sew the top and then just do the decorations, so it's very easy.
Oh, that's easy. And what a cute, squishy little owl. That's just lovely.
Oh, they all go to charity.
Do they?
Yes. My friends sent them to the hospital, courthouse, the helicopters, ambulances. They've been all over the place.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I'm very interested to see these underneath these gorgeous little toys.
right.
You've got a, I thought it was a rug, but it's not. It's a bag. Let me have a look at this. That is a stunner, isn't it?
Yep.
So, what have you knitted this out of?
Just a double sheet. I've just stripped the sheet into lengths, and you tear down so far and have a little blob, which is some of these horrible things here.
Oh, I see.
And then you tear it the other way, so you go through the whole sheet like that, so you get an enormous ball, and then you just knit it.
Wow, that is wonderful, and I love the flowers that you put on it as well. That's gorgeous.
I can't resist doing that.
Yeah,
It's got to finish it off.
yeah. You were saying something earlier about random acts of kindness.
Yes.
Tell me what that is.
It's a Facebook group. They make little bunny rabbit and things like that.
Yeah.
And they just package them up in a plastic bag, and they have this lovely little note to say, you know, it's just a random act of kindness. Could they please notify, if they're able, the Facebook group, Random Acts of Kindness? And these people are finding these toys all over the place.
Isn't that wonderful?
I thought it's lovely. A lady in
That is.
Canada devised it or got
Yeah.
it started. But they have actually been around for many years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That must be very rewarding.
It is. It's
knowing
lovely.
knowing
Lovely
that you're.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Wow, Nancy.
Yes.
Hello. You're a colourful person.
You think so?
Yes.
It's at its lowest at the moment.
Well, it looks
I
wonderful.
think I'll shock a few people.
Good. That's an excellent attitude to life, isn't it? So how long have you been in this group?
Well, I've
The Busy
been here
Needles.
9.5 years, and we were called UFOs then,
UFO.
unfinished objects. And I quite like that name. There's a few of us would know that name here. And, but anyhow, we had a change because mainly we were doing knitting, because you can't talk while you're doing these other things.
Oh, really? So what are you knitting here? Because this looks pretty complicated to me.
It's for my great-grandson who's 3-4 months old.
How many great-grandchildren have you got?
19.
19.
So, other than keeping you poor, keeps you busy.
Well, it certainly keeps you poor, particularly if you're knitting in wool. That's
Yeah, well,
expensive.
I always do. But I like to knit toys as well.
Oh, so you knit toys too?
Yeah, for the kiddies. But
Yeah.
here I make bags out of material,
Do you?
and just about every other person walking into the cafe is carrying one of my bags. But they're quite good because they hold a bottle of wine, a glass, your wallet, and your cell phone.
All of life's needs.
Yes.
All of life's basic needs. That's marvellous.
Yes. So I enjoy doing that.
So what's your favourite part of being in this group every Saturday?
Well, like all the people here, we're all buddies, I think. Yeah. And it's very nice coming and being with them. It's big as sitting at home on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
And you're doing some good too with your toys. And,
You half dress your grandchildren, I think.
yeah, and dressing your grandchildren as well, great-grandchildren.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
that's
and it's
wonderful.
lovely having you people come here.
Oh, we enjoy it. We really enjoy it. It's great fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we've been round to a few, like
Yeah.
Karaka, and nice visiting them all.
Down the lane's best, I'm guessing you're going to say?
Well, we feel it is. We feel it is. We have really lovely people here.
Well, I suppose if I had to sum it up, I'd say you're a close-knit community.
Yeah, well said.
We've come to a special place where two people who had an incredible life outside of Summerset now have their incredible life here at Summerset, don't they?
They managed to bring the essence of their collections and their activities with them.
Shall we meet them?
Yes.
They're right here. Hey, Ian.
Hello, how are you?
Very good.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
Hi, guys.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi.
And Val,
Yes.
Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
nice to meet you. We've got a lot of things we want to talk to you guys about, but we're going to split, aren't we, Pinky?
Oh, yes, yeah, because there's a lot to see here.
Okay, come with me and I'll show you some of the artwork we're doing.
Thanks.
Great, thanks Ian and Pinky. But while they're off doing that, Val, let's just start with some of the things that we're seeing right in front of us. This is a wonderful collection of bears. Are they yours?
Yes, they are. There's 80 bears. There was something that was like a monthly thing, and I bought one every month for however long, 80 months. And they each come with a book as well. So,
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
so they're really nice little bears.
Oh, they're
All the little
gorgeous,
tags
gorgeous.
and names on them. Yeah.
What I love is that you brought your collection, which no doubt you
Yes.
had before
Yes,
you
I've
moved
had
to
it
this
a
wonderful
while.
place, but you decided to bring them along.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
And they fit well in here,
Yeah, yeah.
not in my house.
The other thing I want to talk to you about is your amazing time you spend with St John's.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've been a volunteer for probably 11 and a half years.
Really?
Yes.
You got an award recently, didn't you?
I did last year, yes. I got a medal and a certificate at a big ceremony in Thames.
So you
Yes.
think we could go and have a
Yep.
wee look and see that?
Yep.
Would that be all right?
Yep, we can.
Come on, let's
Yep.
do that. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, come and
It's
show
in
me.
here, it's in here.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I got it out ready.
Oh, you will have to. Oh, thanks. Oh, isn't that magnificent? Can you take me through this a wee bit? So what does that represent? 10 years?
Yes, well, I've actually done about 11 and a half years really, but this was last year. Yep, I got this in a big ceremony at Thames. All the people from St John everywhere in that whole district all got medals and things for doing 5 years, 10 years. 65 years one guy's done.
Goodness, goodness.
Yeah, 65 years. So this is my medal.
You'll be proud of that. It's a gorgeous medal, isn't it?
It is.
When do you wear that? When you're allowed to wear that?
Those on special occasions only, when they have big ceremonies and things. This one is the 10-year one, and I can wear that any time I have a St John's shirt on, which I don't have now. But
A badge of
yes.
honour, really. Yes, it's
yeah,
lovely.
yes. So you get one of these every couple of years or something. Every year.
And just briefly, what were you doing for those 11 or so years? The stuff you were doing?
Working in the op shop in Waihi for
yeah.
that time, 11 years, and also community care, which means going into the rest home and talking with the residents and having a chat and a cup of tea, morning tea or something like that. But I still do caring caller.
So tell me how that works.
Well, you just call someone who needs the call and I'd call her several times a week, any time of the day. They just a friendly voice at the end of the phone.
What I love about that is it's ageless, isn't it? I
Yes.
take it you do the calls from here,
Yes.
so you can fit it into your day and be of such
whenever.
help to
Yes.
somebody
Yes, just talk about whatever they want to talk about.
and continue on
Yes.
working for St John's.
Yes, I've seen they've given my other ones up because we've moved, so I'm just doing the one job now, not 3 jobs.
But you've taken a job you really love and you brought it into Summerset. That's what I really
Yes.
like.
Yes.
Oh, it's
I
great.
like working for them. They always thank you a lot. St John are really good. They thank you a lot all the time for what you do, even though it's not a huge big job, not out on the road as a paramedic or anything. All those little jobs add up, don't they, to be good jobs?
They do, they do. Now I'm really interested to know where Pinky and your hubby went off to.
Oh, I don't know. They gone outside.
Well, Ian, you and Val have created a real home here, and you've brought quite a lot from your previous home as well. How long have you been here?
We came here early December.
Yeah, so just a few months.
Yes.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
And really enjoy it.
yeah.
We looked for a long time for places. We've been looking for nearly 5 years, trying to find places, and we came back here about 3 times before we decided, this is us.
Yeah. And
Here we are.
And somehow you become the village go-to guy for everyone's garden, statues and gnomes.
Yes,
How did that happen?
I painted up a couple of gnomes for a lady down the road, as a bit of a surprise to put in her garden because she's confined to a wheelchair. And it's sort of grown a little bit from there. Now they just sort of turn up on my doorstep. I don't sometimes even know who they come from, and then then again they'll just disappear again from after they've been painted, and I'll find them in different places around the village as I go walking around with the dog.
So you paint them up, put them back on the doorstep, and they vanish.
Oh, they'll usually vanish from out of my backyard. I think I may have an idea who's taking them, but I have no worries about that at all.
Well,
it's quite nice to see them appearing in different spots of the yard around the village.
It's part of the fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And so this is an essential part of village life, and your painting skill is amazing, and it goes beyond figurines because we've got behind us here this beautiful artwork. So tell me about that.
That's for the village Anzac Day ceremonies here. I was asked to make some white crosses, and I thought I'd better throw that in as well. I had to do it.
Yeah. What's its significance to you?
My father was in both World Wars. I was actually the youngest person to have been elected to an RSA committee in New Zealand. Father was a signwriter painter, and he would be quite happy to see that.
So this year you're going to have a great display, and I know that the knitting group has been busy knitting the poppies, and they're making a poppy wreath as well that's going to become part of that display too. And your artwork, it does great honour to those people. Good on you.
Thank you.
So a lot of the projects you're making, like the white crosses, whereabouts are you doing those?
We do them down in the residence shed down here, which is a shed provided by Summerset for all the residents to work in, male, female, we don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as they've got the tools.
But all the tools, most of the tools I'll need are there, and we're adding more all the time.
Fantastic. Good on you. Yeah. Ian, I'm fascinated by your elf collection. How did this start?
Oh, it was things that happened over the years, and you just can collect more and more of them.
Yeah.
I ended up with a lot more than I have here now, but it was another one of the sad casualties of having to shift into a smaller place.
Yep.
That I had to get rid of a few of the elves.
Yeah,
so
how did you get rid of them?
I rang my daughter and I said to her, you can have 3. And she said, oh, only 3. And I said, yeah, 3 boxfuls. So she took 3 boxfuls away, and we still have elves here in boxes that haven't been unloaded.
Brilliant. And why elf?
Just a character. We're just something you love, you know, you sort of...
Yeah.
I've always had it. You know.
Yeah.
I ended up with the nickname Elf, which...
Oh, really?
It's still... Some people don't think know my real name. You know, they just call me Elf. You know.
So you answered to Elf. You answered to Ian.
I'll answer to Elf.
That's great.
Ian, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I think you've downsized, but you've kept the essence of who you and Val are and what you love.
There's no way I could have ever got rid of all of them. No.
Yeah.
They had to stay.
Because how many garages did you have?
We had 4-car garage before this.
4-car garage.
Full of stuff.
Yeah.
So coming down to the 1-car garage, a lot of stuff had to go, but a lot of stuff stayed. The suit was custom made for him by a very dear friend of ours up north.
That is gorgeous, isn't it?
Right.
Elf never looked so good on TV. This is fantastic. Good on you. Thank you so much for sharing your collections with me, and it's great to meet you and Val.
Right, pleasure. Yeah.
What an amazing performance of rock and roll. I absolutely loved that. And we have, of course, the stars of that rock and roll routine, Peter Carl and your dance partner, Fran. Hi, Fran.
Hi, how are you?
So how long have you been rock and rolling?
Probably about 10 or 12 years. Fran and I have been dancing together probably 5 this year.
So you really have to know not just the steps, but you have to know your partner as well?
The thing with rock and roll is once you know the basics, you can actually dance with any rock and roll partner. But when you've got a regular dance partner, that's where, quite frankly, the magic comes in, because we know we have moves that we don't do with anybody else. Some we wouldn't trust anybody else with, because there is a certain amount of trust in some of the moves, and you just hone in on it. And some of them, it's because you made a mistake. It's like, that worked. what did we do?
A happy mistake.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what age you are. Got it. Just keep going. Just keep moving.
So how do you feel after you've finished dancing, Peter? How does it make you feel?
Tired, sweaty, but no, it is really good fun. There's the magic of moving to music, and also being able to communicate with somebody without there's nothing said, and it's just I can do that with any good dancer. I can just get someone off the side and we just start dancing.
Yeah.
It's really enjoyable.
It was a joy to watch also, because you both looked so happy to be doing what you're doing. So it's a joyful...
And it's exercise without knowing you're actually exercising, because you are enjoying it so much. And, the music's been around for 50, 60 years. You know every single word, you know the beats, and it's great fun. And it's in nice clothes.
Oh, I love the swish.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Yeah. It's really wonderful. And your shirt.
Yes, got that at the Hop at Wangata last year.
Oh, fantastic. It's wonderful. And so I guess, for me, this was wonderful to see too, because when you come and live in a village, often there's the perception that, oh, well, that's, you'll be giving everything up. Yeah. So you didn't.
No. I've joined the line dancing here, and we still dance 5 nights a week. We used to be 6 nights, but we're slowing down. We're only doing 5 nights a week now.
Rock and rolling?
3 nights rock and roll during the week, and then go to the Workingmen's Club on the Friday and Saturday. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
You two are fit.
I think for our age, we're pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And may your rocks always roll. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Well, I'm very excited to be able to introduce Wayne Stewart, who is a singer. So, Wayne, I'm really excited to hear your singing group.
Oh, thank you.
What is your name of your group?
We're called the Down the Lane Singers.
So the job here is that you arrive, and is there already a singing group to jump into? Because you love singing, so what happened?
I've belonged to a few choirs over the course of my young years, and I was hoping it would be a singing group here when we did arrive. But there wasn't. Apparently there was one about 3 or 4 years ago, but had to disband because the conductor had an illness and she couldn't carry on. Not long after we arrived, and my wife Helene and I, we went to the welcome ceremony they have here every few months for the new people. And Margie, that's our activities coordinator, she suggested that she would like to see a singing group formed. And so I took up the mantle, and we advertised that we're looking to form a choir here, put it into the Friday Flash, which is our weekly newsletter. And we got a good response from about 15, 16 people wanted to join. We all selected some songs we liked. We did about 12 songs, as well as some Christmas carols, which we invited the audience to sing along with us. There's also in the village a line dancing group as well, so we invited them to join us as well. And one of our choir members is into rock and roll, so he and his partner, they did a few dances as well. So the audience were well entertained, and they seemed to enjoy it.
sense.
It's good for the health. I mean, singing, the endorphins that the singing creates is good for the health, and I feel energised by it. And as you go away on a high. My wife doesn't like it too much because I'm singing at home as well, and of course the villas here are reasonably close together, so I've got to sort of just tie down a bit,
Singing in the shower?
Sing in the shower, but that's, I can sing in the shower, but
good.
I just can't sing out anywhere else, for fear of some of the residents close by knocking on the window and say, "Stop that racket!"
I hear you've got men and women in the choir, quite an even amount.
Yeah, which is unusual because it's usually pretty hard to attract men to choirs. So it's good that we've got about maybe 8 or so or 9 men, roughly half of the choir are. Also half of the singing group.
Singing group?
Yeah, not choir. Men, and it's good.
What would you say to other Somersets who don't have a singing group that might want to start one? How do you do this? What's the easiest way?
Well, just make the start. Just advertise that you would like to form a singing group, and you'll get the response, I'm sure.
And with that in mind, how about we get you to perform for us?
Yes, most certainly. We will sing a song called "Amazing Grace" for you.
Great. I'd like to hear it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm really happy to be here with a gorgeous group of people from the Blind and Low Vision group here at Summerset down the lane. And we have here 2 Dianes. So we have Diane Alston and Diane Bradding. So that's why we call you Diane A and Diane B. So how do we go about setting up a blind low vision group in a village?
Possibly, well, somebody needs to be interested in setting one up, and a notice in the weekly newsletter if anybody's interested in coming along to. And our group is very casual, and we started because one of our members, who sadly has passed away now, before COVID, he approached me and said, "Diane, come on, let's set up a support group, coffee group, get together once a month." And because COVID happened, so we didn't do it. And then eventually, so 2.5 years ago we started. Walter got on to me again, and I approached Diane, and yeah, we just put a notice in the weekly newsletter and went from there. 15 people turned up that first day.
Gosh.
And somebody afterwards said that they had no idea there were others in the village like them, so that made it all worthwhile for us.
I haven't got low vision, but my husband has, so it's a group for low vision people and support people, their neighbour or anybody else who supports them too.
But Diane has had so much experience for so many years that her input into the coffee group is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been extremely helpful.
One of the things that you are able to share with each other is gadgets that you found useful, systems that are good, you know, little dinky ways of doing things. So what sort of things have you found helpful?
Well, some of the simplest things are just some little bump-on dots that we have on our microwave on the on-off switch, and I've got one on a remote just so you can find the on-off switch, or on a radio. They're such simple little things, but they make a difference to find the central button.
Well, I have some talking baking scales.
Yeah.
Which I just would not be baking now if I didn't have those. The voice tells me what ounces there are. And I also have, well, I call it a magnifier, which I can increase the magnification as much as I like. I bought that through Blind Low Vision, and I use that to read my recipe books. And any documents or letters that come in, I use that.
So Blind Low Vision have a shop?
Online shop. So you need somebody to help you with that if you've got no vision. But there's hundreds and hundreds of items that you can choose.
Are helpful for everybody's varying low vision. One of our members, when an IT person came out with some gadgets from Blind Low Vision and showed us, one of our members, Janet, was very quick to order a thing to put on her cup so that she didn't overfill or underfill her cup and didn't have liquid going everywhere, and it beeps when it gets to a certain level. So
wonderful.
And you're keen to get one of those
too,
aren't you, Diane? Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of people getting them when they see this.
Yes.
So, but also villages, there are things, resources there that villagers themselves can get?
Other people can buy things from the Blind Low Vision shop, and our manager has bought, when she saw it, she's bought a clock calendar to go on the reception desk that's really brightly coloured in big letters.
Oh, that's wonderful. And of course, if you're registered with Blind Low Vision, you get the Summerset Scene, our magazine, in audio form. Is that correct?
That's
and
right.
That's something
that's through Diane.
That's something that you did, Diane B.
Yes, we did. It's very nicely read, isn't it, Diane? Yeah.
So, in summary, what advice would you give to people who are either blind low vision themselves or supporting people who are blind low vision and living in the village and there's no blind low vision group? What would you advise them?
Well, I think probably the participants of the group could tell you that they really like coming to it to just meet with other people who are in a like situation.
Yeah, and I think that's always true when you're starting groups in the village in particular. You get more done and you have fun.
Yes.
And those, I think, are the two things that you've definitely found with your group. Thank you very much, Diane B and Diane A. Thank you.
Ah, now these are the people I've been looking for. The technology team, I'll call them, of Shirley. Hello, Shirley.
Hi, Nick.
John.
That's it.
And Trevor.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Nick.
Yeah, nice to meet the three of you. Like, we're standing outside sort of just something that looks quite different.
Yes,
It looks modern. It's a beautiful day. It's very hot out here. But I hear all of the interesting stuff's inside. Is that right?
That's right, yep.
Do you think you'd be happy to take us away from the sunshine and we could go in and have a look what you've got here?
My pleasure.
Oh, I love it. Come
Okay.
on. I'll open the door for you and you take me inside. Wow. Wow, this is pretty cool. And what a great seating area. Why don't we sit you two down there? That's lovely, comfy seats. And then Trevor, you and I, why don't we just talk about this place? So where are we? What is this place?
This is the simulator.
A golf simulator?
The golf simulator, yes.
That does other things as well?
It does, yeah. There is a games cycle. You can play games on it.
Wow.
Vice versa, but basically we use it for golf.
And how easy it is just to switch on? Can you show me? Are there instructions or something
Very
when we
easy.
come in?
You get the remote for the projector, and then you come round to the computer.
Yes, yes.
Down here and turn that on.
There's a big, nice big sign says start it.
Yep. And then the
Another big
TV
sign.
monitor.
Yeah. It says started as well. That's
There are
great.
3 steps. That's
3
all
steps.
it is.
And then we're going.
Then we're up on the screen.
So Trevor, we're in here now and we've shut the blinds. And is this a place that a person can play if they've never played golf before?
Of course, yes.
So this is the screen, and I can see there's a big pad that says courses.
Yeah.
Courses like where are a lot of the courses from?
Most of them are from America, but there are courses worldwide.
There we go. It's loading them up now.
Yep.
Oh, there they go.
So you've got one up there now, but you can choose different, whatever you want.
Oh, goodness. Well, why don't we choose one like the Beaver Hills Country Club?
Why not?
Why not? So that's it. Just push a button and we're on our way. Oh, goodness. Oh, something's happening. Let's go and have a look. Come on, let's go and see. Whoa, that was good. Nice job. John, thoroughly impressed with the way you hit a ball. What does that feel like to be able to hit a ball that far inside in an air-conditioned place?
Oh, it's good, yes. You know, it'll tell you whether you've hit a good ball or not, It's great.
Well, why don't we sit you down and just check out the other things that this thing can do? Now, Shirley, we've brought you on to show us something different.
Very different.
So it's not golf. It's putting, but then the computer reads it as
10-pin
bowling. Yes, this is
10-pin
great.
bowling, yes.
So we've made a few adjustments on the screen, pushed a button or two to push play, which there we go.
Yes.
And if you'd like to now show us how you play 10-pin bowling using a putter on a golf simulator. This is going to be interesting.
Righto, it is.
Whoa, nice job. Nice job. Well, that was fantastic. Just before I go, I want to find out from the three of you just something about the golf simulator that you love. So, Shirley, you first.
Okay, I'll bring my son to play, and it's, they enjoy it really.
Something for them to come and do with you.
Yes, that's right.
That's a great asset. And what about you, John?
Well, I play golf and it's good for practicing. It's good I can practice and it can be used in wet weather and, it's, yeah.
Yeah, and you're a good hitter of the ball, I must say. And then finally, Trevor, thanks very much. Well, for you, what does it do?
Well, it relives memories, good, fond memories.
Of when you played golf?
When I used to play golf 15 years ago. It allows me to get back into it now.
Oh, get back in. It's about the right time to get back into it. Good on you too. So I've really enjoyed seeing that fantastic place. And you remember, you're the ones that have it. You're the only one that has one of those simulators.
Yep.
So well done, you three. I'm going to head now to what all golfers do, the 19th hole happy hour. Would you care to join me?
Of course.
Well, let's go. Come on, quickly now, quickly.
welcome to the Summerset Shout.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Have you enjoyed your week at the village?
Oh, it's been absolutely wonderful, hasn't it, Nick?
Yeah, had a great time here. The residents just seem so happy with the vibe and all the activities that you put on for them here. And we had such a good time meeting them all.
Yeah, it was great. And what a range of activities too. It's been brilliant, really, the exercise class and the line dancing. And Margie, you know, you're really doing a great job as your activities coordinator, getting everyone involved in the spirit.
Thank you.
It's fun, eh?
Thank you so much to hear that.
You saw some creative
Yeah,
talent?
lots of creative talent. You know, lots of people put creativity into everything they do, whether it's getting dressed up or painting things or knitting. It's brilliant.
Oh, well, I think we should drink to that.
All right.
Oh,
Great. Oh, lovely. Oh, thank you very much, you guys.
Thank you so much. Yes, well, here's
Thank
to
you.
that.
Here's to a wonderful time and a
Somerset.
wonderful place. Cheers.
Somerset, cheers.